Feeling the summer vibes but don't know where to go? Let me be your guide. And hey, just so you know, this ain't some AI-generated fluff. Stick around, you'll see the research is solid. I'm going to lay out the best places to hit up in the US this summer, and I'll give you the lowdown on everything you can check out. From each spot to the best time you should visit. Let's get started. Starting with Asheville, North Carolina is a stirring and pleasant mountain town settled in the Blue Ridge Mountains. Asheville is a great travel destination in my opinion. Fantastic foliage all around and you get that cool mountain air in the fall. Phenomenal restaurants, coffee. You can walk in the streets, see the old Woolworths and see art there. Then is exciting. Go to the Blue Ridge Mountains I told you before. Chimney Rock is a fun climb with great views. You can also do the North Carolina Waterfalls tour. And during spring break, go hike. Go see waterfalls. Plan a whitewater kayak or raft trip. There are lots of trails and scenic spots that are open, and many that are closed or not accessible by car. I highly recommend getting the All Trails app to check. There are 11 farmers markets with award-winning cheesemakers and many breweries. Definitely check out the River Arts District. Even if you're not into art, it's a very fun place to hang out at. The Arts District was decimated, but not completely wiped out. Summer is warm in Asheville, so spring is the best time to look at the beautiful flowers. Keep in mind, many locals can be pretty standoffish towards tourists and for good reason, but there is plenty to do in summer. Next up in my list is Lake Tahoe. It's one of the most incredible places in the US and located just 2 hours of drive from Sacramento Airport. It's surrounded by mountains and tall pine trees. It doesn't matter if you are visiting in summer or winter. This lake has something for everyone. But in the summer, you can enjoy more with lake water, like you can swim, paddleboard, kayak, or even take a boat ride. My must-see recommendations are first visit Emerald Bay, then hike on the Eagle Lake Trail ITA 1.8-mile out and back trail near South Lake Tahoe. And you can enjoy the beaches like Sand Harbor for sure. So easy and so fun. And Zephyr Cove. For $140, you can do a 3-hour dinner cruise from Zephyr Cove. Or for $100, you can do a 2-hour sightseeing cruise. And for $10, you can park there and use the beach. But hiking is free. So is birdwatching. Horseback riding is pretty affordable and worth it. I think there's a company near Zephyr Cove, just check it when you are there, that will take you up a trail with a great view of the lake. This lake is also good for adventure lovers where you can try ziplining or go mountain biking and hiking through scenic Emerald Bay State Park. I would recommend late September, it's fantastic. Perfect temperature for hiking, still warm enough to kayak the lake and everything is still open. Once you are there, you will never want to go back. Next on my list is Eureka Springs. It's a city in the Ozark Mountains of northwest Arkansas. I'd say go get on the Kings River for a float. You can fish in Beaver Lake, Table Rock Lake, Lake Leatherwood, Kings River, or White River. Even if you're not into fishing, the river has great clear water and nice rock and sandbanks for lunch and swimming. This city is famous for its historic zones like the Palace Bathhouse and the Basin Park Hotel. You can beat the summer heat with a dip in the springs. There are 60-plus mineral springs. Stand-up paddleboard on Beaver Lake at SUP Outfitters, or enjoy a boat tour on Belle of the Ozarks. Ghost Tour Crescent Hotel is a must-visit. Turpentine Creek Tiger Refuge is pretty cool. The zipline place down the road is excellent. If you are into cave exploring, you can discover Onyx Cave, War Eagle Cavern, or Cosmic Cavern, or Hidden Valley Ranch. There are more than 25 miles of multi-use trails around Lake Leatherwood and Black Bass Lake. If you like to hike, Roaring River State Park is about 30 minutes north of Eureka. There are a couple of cool trails and a massive trout hatchery. The downtown, a grand display of Victorian architecture in the U.S. There is no other downtown like it. For local flavor, Ermilio's is pretty great if you enjoy homemade Italian food. Mud Saint Cafe and tree houses are fun to stay in. Have fun. April is one of the best times to visit it. The weather is just right, and the town is in full swing with dogwoods and tulips enhancing a pop of color to every street. Pro tip is there's a trolley. You don't need to drive everywhere. Take the trolley! Next up on my list is Seattle, Washington. Start your day at Pike Place Market, full of energy, fresh food, and many more. And then you should go to the Space Needle for awesome views of the city and mountain. Next, enjoy a Seattle Art Museum visit and try paragliding from Poo Poo Point or take a ferry to Bainbridge Island. Next, take a water taxi to Alki Beach from downtown Seattle, visit the Seattle Great Wheel, and you should also visit Ballard Locks where you can see how the water level ups and down. You can even visit Olympic National Park for a weekend trip or hike Rattlesnake Ledge or Mount Singham. Explore Discovery Park or Gasworks Park for unique views, and don't forget the Lake Union hot tubbing, going to the peninsula, and befriending a seal. Next, add Poo Poo Point on Tiger Mountain. To your list is a good hike too. Once you get up there, you can sit and watch the paragliders leap off the mountain, which is fun. If you have a few bucks, you might be able to hitch a tandem ride down with one. If you're looking for close to Seattle, then your go-tos are Snow Lake, Rattlesnake Ledge, Gold Creek Pond, Little Cy or Mount Sea, Mailbox Peak, Tiger Mountain, Discovery Park, and Summit Lake. Summers in Seattle are generally spectacular. Mid-July through mid-September, it's one of the driest places in the country and gets less precipitation than Phoenix, Arizona. It is reliably 75 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit. August is not only the best time in Seattle, it's the worst time in most of the country. The best month to visit Seattle is July. October is also really nice. This is when summer is just beginning. The trails have melted out and the weather is fantastic. Next place in my list is Glacier National Park in Montana. It's a dream destination for nature lovers. It's also known as the crown of the continent. This park is full of natural beauty, towering mountains, 700 lakes, waterfalls, and much more. First up, you absolutely have to drive the Going to the Sun Road for some truly breathtaking views and access to great trailheads. This route usually opens in mid to late June. Make sure you also visit the Many Glacier area and the stunning Swift Current Lake. For those who love a good hike, try the moderate trail to Grinnell Glacier, or the easier but equally beautiful hike to Avalanche Lake. Or try a different day hike like Numa Peak. Don't miss the chance to experience the charm of Lake McDonald and Apgar Village right on the water. Another fantastic hike with incredible views is the short trek to the Hidden Lake Overlook. And finally, be sure to explore Logan Pass for those iconic panoramic shots. Reservations for the west side of the park, Kalispell entrance, are highly recommended, especially during peak season. Summer is peak season, so expect crowds, especially in July and August. I've gone many times at the end of August, usually starting to cool off in terms of temperature and busyness. Early fall might be a great time to avoid massive crowds. Mid-June could be okay too. Next up on my list is Maui in Hawaii, offering a little bit of everything from beautiful beaches to rainforests, high Hawaiian culture, and exciting adventure. If you are moderately in shape and like hiking, try Waihi Ridge Trail. I would recommend going up Halikala and seeing the sunrise or the sunset. Sunrise needs a reservation, sunset does not. It is a national park, so you have to pay to get in. And most popular by far, Road to Hana. Okay, this is an all-day event. Not because the drive takes all day, but if you are stopping along the way for the sites that you should, it will take most of the day to make it to Hana and to go back. And if you want to go to Waianapanapa State Park, you'll need reservations, so check on that too. Want to visit the beaches? You should go to Kanapali and Wailea beaches, and exploring upcountry Maui is a must. It's beautiful. There is a winery to explore, Maui wine, a lavender farm, and Ocean Vodka is a fun place here. You can take a tour and then have lunch overlooking the ocean. If you're a foodie, try miso fat sushi if that is your thing. Monkey Pod is good, and Merriman's is fantastic. It's also often very humid. The best times to visit Maui are April through May and September through November. July and August can get muggy real fast, and the sunburn is no joke. July is hot. Next on my list is Charleston in South Carolina. This city merges Southern hospitality and history with the beauty of cobblestone street, moss-covered trees, and centuries-old mansions. Start with its beautiful beaches like Folly, Sullivan's Island, and Isle of Palms, perfect for catching some waves. You can golf at the Mooney, bars are on Upper King Street, eat at Lewis, Leon's, Sayo Bao, and Hall's, only if you want a fancy steakhouse. Then kayak on Shem Creek and grab drinks and food at Saltwater Cowboy and Reds, or at Do Chico Feo. Don't forget to take a boat tour of the harbor, hop on a trolley, And summer also brings exciting festivals like Spoleto USA. Park Circle is also a cool area. Lots of bars and restaurants, usually some live music too. After that, you can explore historic Fort Sumter, see the place where the Civil War began, or go to Middleton Spot to learn about life on a plantation. And foodies, people must try its famous shrimp and grits or sweet southern barbecue. Just a heads up though, Charleston summers get really hot and humid. It can be quite crowded. If you prefer milder weather and fewer crowds, spring or fall might be better options. Next is an inspirational place with perhaps the most scenic coastline in the United States. Well, it's none other than Bar Harbor. First things first, it's crazy crowded in summer, but has some great places to eat. You absolutely must get dinner at Havana. You won't regret it. Not really a nightlife per se, but lively restaurants with bars like Harbor Table and Harbor Yard, and then take a walk through downtown Bar Harbor. You can also explore the charming shore path for beautiful ocean views right from town. You'll definitely want to explore Acadia National Park with its stunning rocky coastline, scenic drives like Park Loop Road, and spots like Thunderhole and Jordan Pond. For amazing views, hike or drive up Cadillac Mountain, the highest point on the eastern seaboard. Consider a whale watching tour for an unforgettable experience out on the water. The best time to visit Bar Harbor is from June to August, but it's insane. It will be difficult to walk down Main Street Bar Harbor with average temperature highs around 77 degrees Fahrenheit and cool sea breezes. If you wait until after Labor Day, when it's still summer but less busy, almost everything seasonal is closed. And don't forget to try some fresh Maine lobster. Next on my list is Olympic National Park, one of the most beautiful parks in the U.S. This park has everything like green rainforests, wild beaches, calm lakes, snowy mountains, and many more. I would recommend at least 4 days here on day 1, Seattle and drive onto the peninsula in the evening, and stay in Sequim on day 2, go to Hurricane Ridge in the morning, Lake Crescent in the afternoon. The water is so clear and blue, it's a perfect place for paddleboarding and kayaking. Stay in the Sol Duke Resort, and on day 3 visit Sol Duke Falls in the morning, then Rialto Beach and Second Beach in the afternoon. Next stay in Forks. On day 4, Hoh Rainforest in the morning to see a beautiful place filled with walking trails, walk along the dramatic coastline, and see the iconic sea stacks at Rialto and Ruby Beach and Quinault in the afternoon. Stay in Aberdeen or Olympia, and if you want to see an elegant waterfall, then you should go to Merrimere Falls. September might be the best time to visit Olympics. It's my favorite of all the parks. Here you can see amazing mountain views, and even in winter you can enjoy skiing here. If you only have 2 days in OMP, I think it's worth it to stay overnight in the park to save time. You'll be able to do things in the early morning or around sunset when there are fewer people. But if you're going to visit this park, these beaches are ideal for sunset views and taking a calm stroll. Next up in my list is San Diego, with 70 miles of beautiful coastline, world-class attractions, top-notch dining, and vibrant neighborhoods. San Diego is your happy place for summer fun. I would recommend at least 5 days here. On day 1, visit Balboa Park, plus museums. I like the Museum of Art, Air and Space Museum, Japanese Friendship Garden. The Mingei Model Train Museum is actually pretty cool, but I'm not into trains. On day 2, spend all day at the world-famous San Diego Zoo. It's a must-do. Day 3 is the beach day. Walk or rent bikes from Mission Beach for surfing to Pacific Beach along the boardwalk. And you can also cross over to the Mission Bay Loop. Other beaches that I like are La Jolla Shores and Windansea Beach. If you go to La Jolla, check out Mount Soledad Monument for a 360 view of the entire region. On day 4, check out a local farmer's market and check out Little Italy and downtown the rest of the day. The Midway Museum is actually really cool, and if you're very active, on day 5, I would do a kayaking plus snorkeling tour of the sea caves at La Jolla Shores. If you like hiking, then hike Mission Trails for some cool views. Catch a San Diego Wave Game women's soccer. They're really good. If you love the zoo, then go to the Safari Park in Escondido. If you want something more, visit the USS Midway Museum and the Spanish-influenced Old Town. It's the best and ultimate summer getaway. Thanks for joining me on this summer journey across the U.S. I tried to spread it out. If you enjoyed the list, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you in the next one.